Your internal power is the only thing that don't lose value when you walk off the lot. But you've let some smooth talker convince
Otherwise. So here is your audit. Who told you that you were expired? Who did you give permission to tell you you're too much or not enough? Take your name back, take your story back, reclaim the version of you that can't be bought, sold, or put on clearance.
Like your confidence comes with a limited warranty that expires the moment you turn 30 or put on 5 pounds. Sorry, ma'am, your joy is no longer covered under our terms and conditions. Truth is predatory. They don't want you sovereign, they want you submissive. It's a hostile takeover of the spirit, and the interest rates are too high. Because the truth is predatory. People don't want you sovereign, they want you submissive to their expectations. Because a sovereign woman is a woman they can't sell a fix to. They want
Let's start with the disrespect. Because the math of beauty lately is not mathing. Miss Jenkins said it best, and you know she doesn't hold back when the truth is on the line. Have you ever had the audacity to walk out your front door looking exactly like the Lord finished you? No Spanx, no good wig that costs more than a car note, no digital paint to hide the fact that you stayed up late eating cookies and minding your business? Then you walk into the room and people look at you like you're a ghost. Why? Because you didn't give them the version they could swallow easily. They want the sugar-coated lie, not the sourdough truth.
I just wanted an iced matcha, Chloe. It was 6:45 in the morning. I walked into Starbucks wearing my emotional support sweatpants, a baseball cap, and my God-given face, and the entire store stopped and stared at me like I walked in with a felony.
soul exhausted with the performance yet? Have you ever walked into a room, no filter, no Photoshop, no performance, and felt the world flinch because you showed up as your actual self?
Look at her with no makeup. OMG, is her hair done? What does she have on?
I can't even watch it, Chloe. The PTSD is too real. She walked in there just wanting a coffee, and they hit her with a full aesthetic audit. Look at how she shrank into that hoodie.
Girl, I walked into a meeting yesterday with a bare face and a stain on my hoodie, and they looked at me like I was a glitch in the Matrix. It's like society put an expiration date on us.
Like my worth is a carton of milk and I'm sniffing the air like, am I chunky yet? Is today the day?
We have allowed ourselves to be appraised like real estate.
Girl, the audacity of showing up real. I feel that. In a world that wants us polished, just being me is revolutionary. That's black girl magic. Okay, but can we talk about the math of it? Because society treats our identity like a 2005 Honda Civic. The minute you step out the house, the value just... They see all this custom work, the melanin, the culture, the audacity, and try to tell you it's aftermarket damage. No, honey, this isn't a dent, it's a feature!
You can't lowball a masterpiece just because you can't afford the insurance on it, and then they have the nerve to offer you store credit for your soul. I am not a buy one, get one black woman. I am a whole-ass invoice. If you can't pay the MSRP on my humanity, get off the lot and go buy a scooter. And don't let you have any mileage. You gain a little wisdom, a couple life experiences, and suddenly they want to list you for parts. Bitch, I am not a fixer-upper. I am the entire infrastructure. You're lucky I even let you ride shotgun. Right? It's like my self-esteem is on a 30-day trial and I forgot to cancel the subscription. Now I'm being charged $14.99 a month for not being too much and staying in my lane.
But what happens when you stop the world tell you what you're worth and you start appraising yourself? What if you reclaimed your internal equity and acted on the untapped potential of your sovereign soul? Welcome back to Love is True Crime, because the world loves you edited. It wants you in a PDF. Your power lives you keep trying to crop out to fit their narrow-ass margins.
Lock, flatten, and unchanged.
But your power?
We are a prism of ourselves.
Yeah.
But we cannot clearly see our future until we clearly see ourselves.
She said what she said. If it ain't digestible, they act like it's invisible. The world wants the highlight reel, the retouched version where your pores have been evicted. The I woke up like this, but you actually didn't. You spent 40 minutes finding the light. The world wants the highlight reel, the retouched version where your pores have been evicted. The I woke up like this, but you actually didn't. You spent 40 minutes finding the light. But your power? Your power is in the textures, the stretch marks that tell a story, the late-night cookie crumbs, and the unfiltered in here, and I don't need a permit to exist.
Girl, have you ever walked into a room with no filter, no Photoshop, no good angle, and watched people react like you just committed a federal
Here,
offense?
in the
and
artisanal bread aisle, we spot a truly rare specimen, a woman existing without a filter. The local flock is absolutely paralyzed by her raw, unedited sovereignty.
Today's episode, no filter, no Photoshop. The non-expiring narrative. Why the world can't sunset your internal power, even when it tries to hit you with a software update. You didn't
Don't update a 1967 Mustang, you just stare at it and wish you could afford the insurance. Where have you let the world tell you you're too late, too much, or not enough? Because too much is usually just code for I don't have enough room for all that excellence. That's so true. Reclaim your sovereignty. Reclaim your narrative. Reclaim the version of you that cannot be bought, sold, or sunset by a commercial fiction created without your consent.
Just completely unbothered by the lack of saturation. Just you, the raw footage, the director's cut, the unedited version the world literally did not RSVP for.
We investigate the high-stakes mysteries of modern identity, self-worth, and why society keeps trying to put our magic on the clearance rack. I'm Chloe, and this is Layla.
They want us to pay for our worth in likes and aesthetic compliance. It's exhausting. But what if I just cashed out? What if I didn't care about the world's Yelp review of my soul? Because the truth is a whole scam. People don't want you bossed up. They want you manageable. Because once you realize you're the whole damn prize, they can't sell you the participation trophy anymore. We're out here broke, trying to buy a version of ourselves that we don't even like. I'm closing the account, Leela. I'm taking my coins and going home.